And there I am. There I'm not. And there I am. All right. And we got a little bit of lag going on here tonight, but hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the biggest happy hour in a half an hour. I'm your hostess with the mostest on this Friday, and boy, do I need a drink. This is Paul Robertson. So good evening, everybody. So we'll go ahead and mute the TV. You find that remote somewhere there. And we got a remote floating around here, there. Nope, the other one. It's the other remote, black remote. There you go. Oh boy, yes, it's been a long day here. So hopefully everybody, thanks for checking in here. We got it is definitely one of those Fridays where I honestly do really need a drink, and more than normal, I guess, is probably not probably hard to believe. But yeah, so we got a great little happy hour we're going to have here tonight. We're going to recap our trip out to Austin, which I think some of you realized that I wasn't actually in person last week. So yes, it was Memorex. It was not live officially. But I'll go into that in a little bit. We're going to play a round of What the Florida. We're going to talk about our Florida man story. And we're actually also have a guest tonight. It is for our upcoming podcast. It's going to drop on Tuesday night. So again, as we know, we talk about our previous podcast for the week and an upcoming guest as well. And let me introduce to the biggest happy hour in a half an hour, Sarah Matuk. Did I say that right again?
You said it better than last time.
Oh, excellent. I'm improving. I'm getting better than that means, right? Yep. So, all right. So, hey, how you doing tonight, Sarah?
Doing pretty good. I have my little guy with me tonight.
You got to help. You got. I was gonna say, is he your helper tonight?
He is a good helper, but yeah, he's sitting here next to me at the bar seat.
Oh, perfect. That's the right way to parent.
Oh, he has milk. He has his milk and his cookies.
There you go. So if you need him to go to bed early, you may have to just spike it a little bit, right? Don't incriminate yourself in case of like social services watching, right? So all right, excellent. So welcome back again. This is what, twice in 1 week, and I'm being told that I probably shouldn't be wearing this shirt actually. So hey, let's maybe switch over real quickly to I'm gonna do a little quick wardrobe change. All right, so ignore everything you just saw in that first probably minute or two there for the shirt I was wearing there. So obviously, if you've been following on Instagram today, I've been talking about some of the stuff we've got going on with my kids doing robotics competitions. So it's been a long 2 days so far, and we have one more day to go. But it is actually pretty fascinating to watch all these high school kids compete and build robots and do all sorts of things. And I think probably, hacking bank accounts and programming and all that good stuff there. So all right, Sarah, let's get to business here. Let's just kick this off before we talk in a little bit more. Let's make some, drinks, okay? So what do you got there? What do you got in front of you? Because I think I have some similar things too.
So I have my glass with ice ready. I just cut some limes. I have some fresh mint. I have a little bit of sugar. And I have some rum, white rum, and club soda.
Very nice. All right. So that sounds like you've got the ingredients to make a mojito.
Yes.
All right.
I was craving something fresh.
Yeah. I think somebody was trying to add a cookie in there too.
I was like, wait, those cookies. It's might be good with it.
Yeah, that's right. You never know. So, all right. So let me go ahead and we'll start making this here. We're going to fill up our shaker with some
Oh,
ice. It's okay.
I have one.
We got a little bit of that. All
Yeah.
right. And there's something that we say on the Biggest Happy Hour in a half an hour. Fresh limes make a difference. And I'm kind of a little bit winging it here. And you know what? I think I've already jumped ahead in my sequence here. So, but that's okay.
You.
I'll add some at the end here. So what we're just doing is just squeezing some fresh lime juice in there. But I forgot to put in my mint first, right? That should have been the very first thing. Now, what I was told, somebody told me, is what you're supposed to do is take this mint and you're supposed to smack it. I don't know, wake it up maybe. I know, maybe it opens up the leaves a little bit. It, smells pretty dang good. So.
It smells good.
All right, fresh. So we try occasionally try to grow some, some of the mint and other
I might use this cup.
little garden stuff here. So, say, oh,
You want a piece of? Here's some.
yeah. Let's switch. Let's try to see.
That's mint.
Okay. All right. And what we'll do is we'll put this in here.
I'm gonna dump.
Now I'm cheating here. I've got a little bit of simple syrup here, and I'm going to be making a double batch here on this. So, we're going to go through this. Okay, I guess I should have. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and muddle this, right? And what that does is helps also waken up all the aromas in the mint, mixing with our lime. And be careful if you don't splash that juice in your eye. Oh my God, I have occupational hazards. All right. Yeah. All right, we'll take that. Now, I know the mojito typically calls for, like you said, a white rum. And really can be done with really anything, but is something that will tie into my little recap on my trip. And we're going to make ours with actually smoked coconut rum. So Joel, if you're out there, if you're watching, Joel is the cocktail scientist. He is, him and his wife own the company, Rock Sound Rum. They are based out of Austin, Texas. And so they make really great stuff. And I'll tell you a little bit more about them here in a second. We're going to pour some of that. All right. I'm going to go ahead and shake this guy up. Nice metal shaker. Okay. What we're going to use is this super cool Rock Sound Rum glasses. So we've got some plastic cups, and these are actually magic cups, because these magic cups, I don't know if you can see, but they start changing color. So yes, so there's a little bit of that there. Okay, so we're going to pour a little bit of our concoction here. We're going to sip on a smoked coconut mojito. It looks like there's a lot more booze in this than there should be, but we're not going to tell anybody. And then our last part here is we're going to top this off with some club soda. All right. And the best thing about it, when you make your own drinks, really, are you going to, however it turns out, if I made a bad drink and I was at least the one drinking it, I would lie and say it was the best drink ever, even if it wasn't. Now, how big is that glass you got there? That looks like a.
Well, I had it in this, but I realized I wasn't going to be able to stir it. So I grabbed a little bit of a bigger glass.
All right. So cheers. Here's to Friday.
Oh, that's so good.
There you go. Cheers. Okay. We're using plastic cups, so of course. So there's Joel checking in there. Hey, Joel. Checking in. Rock Sound Rum is checking in there. He's Mr. Crazy last Friday. Yeah. Geez, Joel, was that really last Friday? Was that really a week ago that the craziness happened? So, yeah, so great tie-in. So cheers. So here's the Friday, and I'm going to go introduce for those who don't know our guest here tonight, Sarah. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick introduction. And she's actually going to do a little bit of something for us too, and she's going to drink and sing a song about what she's drinking, what spirits she's drinking here in a second. But real quick, last Friday, I was invited out to Austin by Joel Lakovich. I said the co-owner, him and his wife Tracy own the company Rocksound Rum. This is a company you're gonna hear a lot of. They're blowing up in Texas, and I think they're starting to expand into Florida, and and just it's a really great brand, fun brand, really creative and so forth. Well, I was in Austin for breaking the Guinness Book of World Record for the largest daiquiri. Does anybody want to take a guess in the chat there? Throw in the chat, how many gallons do you think it was? I'll tell you, if you watch the Friday night shows, Joel already told you on a previous show how many gallons the previous record was. They broke the record. I'll say that, okay? So at least if you watch the show Friday nights, religiously, because you love seeing me on a Friday night, you'll know how many gallons, at least it was. So, all right. So, Siri's checking in. Hey, Siri. Yes, I did get the card. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to message you. Yes, I did. I love the tongue in cheek joke there. So I will post my Florida blizzard here. So Siri lives up in Tennessee, and I give her a hard time all the time about how cold it is here or how nice it's here in Florida, but yet it's always cold where she's at. So yes, so Siri's checking in. So Joel, I think Tennessee's next on that list right after Florida. What's up, Cole? Cole from Just Drinking. So Cole's checking in there. He is half of the Just Drinking crew on YouTube. They do drinking reviews, rum reviews, and they have a Wednesday night show. They talk about stuff that's going on, and so him and Roger do all the reviews. So check them out too. If you want to check out some reviews, check them out. They'll give you some honest reviews, and they talk about a lot of times that their reviews actually. There's been some that they really didn't like very well, and they were very honest about it, and some companies weren't happy about it. But anyway, so hopefully, I think I've got everybody that's checked in so far. Let me just go back real quick, and we'll finish up our little story. Okay, so I think we're caught up. So we're in Austin, and looks like nobody's going to guess. 69 gallons. No, Cole, that's not the right answer. It's not 69 gallons, and I think you were maybe thinking of something else. But we'll go ahead and so the previous record was 95-gallon daiquiri. That was the previous Guinness Book of World Records. And I'm here to tell you, I got to witness the record-breaking Guinness Book of World Record for 110-gallon daiquiri. So follow them. Go check them out on social media over on Instagram. You'll see the pictures of the big daiquiri mug that they built for 110 gallons. So in this cup here, and actually, oh, there it is. Actually, this was the mug that I drank out of there. And I think Joel talked about that, this special little tiki mug that they had gotten made for the event. And yes, there was lots of daiquiris drank out of that cup there. It is now washed. I did wash it, and I made sure it did make it home safely with me, as well as 2 bottles of smoked coconut. So, yep, had a great time. 110 gallons. I wonder what else records that we want to go try to break. But what was cool is it was also hosted at the event at Chive TV. So if you're familiar with Chive TV, it's in the sports bars. They usually show all the crazy stunts and crazy wacky videos. It was like probably pre-TikTok and things like that. Chive TV. So it was at their headquarters. And Joel, I think I want to go move there now. I think I want to go move to Austin just to go work at Chive TV. They have a slide. They have a 2-story office. There's a slide. There's a bar. There's pool tables. You can bring your dog there. It's awesome. It's awesome. So unless I can come work for Rocksound Rum, maybe that'd be kind of cool there. How about that, Joel? You hiring? So, all right. So anyway, you need a rum enthusiast. That's because I coined that weekend. I thank my niece who was there. And Joel, I was told that you thought that MJ was my daughter, and she said that we hadn't seen each other in 15 years, and you were upset that her father hadn't seen her in 15 years. And I said, I think Joel's been drinking already a lot. So I said, he knows I got 2 kids already. So anyway, had a great time, awesome time. The after party was off the chain also too. So yes, thank you, Joel. Thank you, Tracy, for inviting us. I think I was the furthest guest who traveled. I had a great time, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Roxanne Rum's got coming up here. So cheers, Joel. So now our guest. Joel, I think if you're looking for somebody to tie the brand into, our guest tonight, Sarah, is who you need to connect with. So if y'all hadn't seen Monday night, was it Monday night? I think it was Monday night. Monday night, we did a live podcast together, which is actually going to drop on Tuesday. So anyone who got a chance to catch it, and thank you, you actually got a sneak peek of what the podcast is going to be. But Monday night, Sarah and I did a live podcast as part of our recognition of Women's History Month. So Sarah was guest number 2 for this month. This week, we dropped the podcast with Judith Dibby. She is a owner distiller from the Amsterdam company Rummy Club. So she was the first guest first week, and then Sarah's going to be coming up here the second week. So we had a great time the other night. And Sarah, had a little bit. This is always a little bit of something. We talk, we drank, and she got a chance to sing some of her tunes live on the podcast. So you want to take it away, Sarah? You want to take it away with that song that started all this, learning about each other and checking each other out. So Joel, here you go. This is going to be part of the Roxanne Rum commercialing that you're going to be part of here. So so Sarah has a song. It's called Rum. Take it away, Sarah.
Thank you. There's an engine growling across the street. Should we go there? I think they just got lost. They took off revving to the sound of my drum. Lead was way off. Who cares? We got rum. Sometimes whiskey gets too busy. But I swear we got rum. Sometimes vodka's got us dizzy. But I swear we got rum. Who cares what you're drinking? At least you got some. Who cares what you're thinking? Your thinking is done. Rum, 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 rum. There's a bird that's doing circles round our heads. Maybe we dinner, or maybe we just friends. It circled smoothly to the strings that are strong. We were freaked out until we found rum. Sometimes tequila gets too crazy. Good thing we found rum. Sometimes red wine's kind of lazy. Good thing we found rum. Who cares what you're drinking? At least you got some. Who cares what you're thinking? Your thinking is done. Rum, 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 rum. Who cares what you're drinking? At least you got some. Who cares what you're thinking? Your thinking is done. Rum, 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 rum. Oh, oh. Your thinking is done. Rum,
We've got rum. That's right. Thank you, Sarah. All right. There you go. All right, we've got a few folks. Let me go ahead and post the link there to the video there that's up there on YouTube. So yeah, check it out. Sarah's got a song called Rum. That was it. That was live. Again, I want to thank Greg is in the chat there. So thanks, Greg, for tuning in again. He's the culprit for actually telling me about your song. And we're not going to get into tonight how this song came about, because we're going to save a little bit. This is a little tease, because you got to go check out the podcast. I guess you can go watch it on YouTube too to find out. But if you're an audio person, you can go check it out on Tuesday. We're going to drop that podcast there. So, so what we can do is, so thank you, Sarah. So I'm sorry, I forgot somebody hit the applause there. Sorry, yes. So all right. Siri says, I love this. Thanks, Sarah. So, all right. So there you go. So yeah, check her out. She's got out on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere you can probably find the music. She's on YouTube. So go check her out. She's supported. Again, this is, Sarah's got a great voice. So check out all the other songs. She also sung 2 other songs during the podcast on Monday. Again, you can check it out Tuesday, or actually watch the video of that episode. So thank you, Sarah. So cheers again. I lost my drink somehow. I think the people that are off camera, they are drink stealers. So I'm actually going to have to make myself another drink here in a moment here. But before we get into any further shenanigans here, so again, Judith was this week's guest. Sarah's going to be next week's guest. Got a whole lineup here for March for Women's History Month. After that, we've got Kira. I'm probably saying her name wrong. She's a drummer. A mom, a drummer. She tours as a touring drummer with the band called the Penelopes. I think they're mostly a European band, but she's based out of the UK. Also, I've got Marina. She is a Ronin Taiko drummer, so Japanese drumming. Can't wait to talk to her. Her and her husband have a studio here in Fort Lauderdale area, and those are those big Japanese drums, and so we're looking for that's going to be an in-person podcast as well, interview. And then last, wrapping it up, is going to be Jupiter Rum. They are a local company here. So again, this is it's owned by Missy Williams. And so again, all recognizing Women's History Month, recognizing women drummers, rummers, or ones that write about rum, or anything of anything in between, I guess, right? I can't say that. I'm tripping over my words here. So yeah. So hopefully you check it out. Check out Sarah, and we need to get this song blown up. So I know Greg's in the chat there. Joel, have your agent call there. Have your people call Sarah's people there, and let's get this song rolling here. So, all right, Sarah. So before we jump further into the part of the segment here, there's a game called a little thing we play. It's called. Oops. It's called What the Floor. It's a little card game that we play, and it's based on all my stuff out of sequence here tonight. I'm all over the place. Boy. All right, we're just gonna jump right to our Florida Man story. So, all right, before we get to our What the Florida segment here, we're going to go to our Florida Man story. And,
hello. Hi, sir. I'm Deputy Chambers with the Flag County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah, hi, how you doing?
You know the reason I stopped you?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
How fast do you think you were going?
A little bit of a lag after.
40?
So,
don't even.
But anyway, so we'll
50?
just talk.
50?
We'll talk
50 and a 30.
We'll catch
I'm
up.
so sorry.
So our
I need to see your
Florida Man
license,
story
registration,
Yeah,
is
here's the
about
registration
a
of your
man
license. I'm so sorry.
Worst part is I think you
pulled
ran
over
that stop
for
sign as
speeding.
well because you didn't even see me sitting there.
Just a couple days ago.
Didn't you?
This is a recent Florida Man
I was
story.
going down, I was looking at
Florida
this
man
thing.
blames
Oh, so
police
you were
for
looking-
why
I
he
got
was speeding
this
during a
here.
You were
traffic
looking
stop.
at your dash while doing 50
So,
miles an hour
I
and
was
30
trying
miles
to
an
get
hour.
it out of, it's in sport mode, I was
You
trying
barely
to
hear me.
get, I just got this thing, okay, sir?
Sir,
Okay.
I
I'm so
literally
sorry.
saw you run the stop sign.
I'm sorry.
make a left turn,
can you hear me now?
and then
I
hop
don't
on
know.
the gas. I was sitting
Anyway,
right at the
so
intersection. So your excuses?
I saw a
are
car
not-
coming.
yeah, I'm not
and
talking
I,
just
You
yet.
did
So,
because I was sitting right there.
Well,
I
I saw
saw
the car
everything.
coming, and I wanted
anyway,
to get out before them.
And then you
So,
dropped
yeah,
on
so
the gas
I know,
and took
this
off.
gentleman
I'm
got
so
pulled
sorry,
over because
sir.
he was
I
speeding,
need to see your insurance card,
and
please.
You got the registration?
Yeah, there was no reason for that
I
at all.
know,
I
I
would
know.
put people's lives into safety
I
and
know. I
everything.
just found out. I'm trying
How are you?
to tell you the truth, guy. I just found out that Putin is just
Okay.
said he's going to
All right,
launch nuclear thermal
we'll get to it. So I'll
war
just tell the
against
story
the world.
then.
I was
Anyway,
trying to get back
so
to
the
my
Florida
house.
man
Find out
story
what's going
was
on.
guy pulled over doing 15 and 30. The cop told him, said,
Okay?
"Hey, what were you
We
doing?"
got people in the Ukraine.
And
They just sent me the insurance
he
card,
said,
too.
I got a new car. I didn't understand how to drive it. It's in sport mode, and that's why I was speeding. Then he told the cop, no, seriously, let me be honest with you. I got pulled over because I heard Putin was going to nuke everybody, and I had to hurry home to find out what was going on. So that was the story he tried to use to get out a speeding ticket, was Putin was going to nuke the country, and that's why he had to get home soon. So anyway, so hopefully it was an interesting story there. I think I know why. It's probably because it was playing in the browser there. Anyway, so that was our Florida man story. And I think we're all caught up here on the video. So again, this is when I try to do all the stuff by myself. So anyway, you can hear me? You can hear me now? So, oh, here you go, Charlie. Because we weren't mute on that one. So anyway, all right, I think we're good. So anyway, we're going to go back to our What the Florida story here. So anyway, that's our Florida man story. So check it out. Interesting story. So we're going to get now to What the Florida. So I think we played our little Florida clip. So Sarah, so these are cards that have all sorts of weird questions on it. It's actually called What the F, right? F, X and out, right? So we just call it What the Florida. And what we have is, what is the strangest skeleton you've ever discovered in someone's closet? Right? So, again, post your answer in the group, the Facebook group. What is the strangest skeleton you've ever discovered in someone's closet? So you don't have to blurt it out in the chat or online. Just go ahead and post it over there in the Facebook group. What's the strangest skeleton you've ever discovered in someone's closet? All right, so there's our 3 times. So again, it's somebody else's skeleton, not your skeletons. Somebody else's skeletons. What you had in the closet there. So anyway, so that is our What the Florida segment. We had our Florida Man segment, and we had a song. We talked about our upcoming podcast. We have a lot of folks checking in here, so thanks. Your voice is equal to Florida Man. Okay, yeah. So I had a little bit of audio tonight, but anyway, so Sarah, I appreciate you tuning in here tonight, being our guest. So hopefully you get a chance to go check out all the Sarah's stuff, go download her music, check out more stuff. We definitely will be keeping in touch with Sarah, and you're always welcome to come back on. And now you're actually a Drums and Rums alum also. So yes. And so I think we are good here. So anything you want to say before we wrap it up, Sarah?
Well, I'm trying my mojito. It's the first time I make a mojito by myself, like I was telling you earlier.
Yep.
So I learned how to make a mojito, and it's pretty good. So I'll probably be making them at the next, little get together.
That's right. That's right. You're the rum girl now, right?
Yes.
So all right.
Thank you for having me. I love your show. It's a lot of fun.
Thanks. All right. So thanks everybody for tuning in. This is the biggest happy hour in a half an hour. We get you in, we get you out. We drink twice as much in short as half the amount of time. So again, I appreciate it, Sarah. Thanks for tuning in. Everyone else, thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Cole there. Thank you for the compliments, Siri. All right, everybody. Thanks for all tuning in. We will catch you all next Friday, and I'll see you. And don't forget to listen to the podcast. So cheers, everybody. Have a great night. Talk to you all later. Cheers. I think